Thanks to the people that pointed out that the last thing didn't have any sound. I can basically sum it up in one sentence. Teaching non-duality didn't make me happy, and that's about it. The whole thing didn't make me happy. The whole thing didn't work. Quite frustrating, really. Being a seeker was a false identity, and then turning around and saying, well, now the understanding is clear and I can share this. That also didn't make me happy. And there was subtly a seeking for both those activities to make me happy, and of course that flies in the face of the whole basic premise of this type of message, is that there is no separately existing independent center, egoic center. So the whole thing's doomed to failure right off the bat. The idea that any activity, that doing something will make me happy. But subtly that's the program. That was the program that was running in the background unnoticed. So looking deeper, I can see, well, all my activities, every motivation, even doing this video, it's like, I just want to be happy. There's that basic impulse. Maybe by doing this, I'll become happy or fulfilled in myself, somehow. By some kind of vaguely defined notion, or a reward. Maybe if I do enough videos, I'll be rewarded. Or as a seeker, maybe if I do enough chanting or meditating or I-aming, then that will bring about the shift, which I've heard makes one happy, depending on how that's defined. Peaceful, being peaceful, happy, or fulfilled, or content. But through research, inner research, it becomes clear that, wow, nothing works. Nothing is making me happy. It's not working. Because I missed the whole thing. That's pretty much the basis of it. I missed the whole message. Because non-duality, I mean, it's useful in a way, but it's very complicated. It sounds so complicated because there's so many takes on it. So it's best to just stick with your own beingness, the fact of your own experience. Just rely on the ever-present grace in the directness of the experience, rather than needing to seek out anything else. Because for me, I was, being a teacher is like being a seeker too. I shared the insights that seemed to happen, but it's like, even in the sharing of it, it's like a movement back, trying to claim the recognition from others as something for myself, the happiness for myself, or comments on YouTube, people saying, oh, your pointers are clear, and then, oh yeah, there's this sense of being uplifted by others, and then there's a motivation to continue teaching because there's a reinforcement. I'm getting something, you're getting something, you get some pointers, I get some feel-good moments of being in the spotlight, but all the while not feeling truly happy or content or peaceful or whatever. So eventually that drove me to look deeper. It's like, okay, well, why don't I look deeper at what's going on here, because it just turned into another addiction. I'm getting into the field of addictions counseling, and then I turn around and realize that the stuff I'm doing is the same as what drug addicts and gamblers are doing. They're just looking for a fix. And I thought I was, it's like a denial. I denied what I was doing in both instances as someone looking for this, and someone who sort of posits himself as a teacher, but to me the real the real value is in trusting your own direct experience. At least that's what I had to come back to the truth of being. I mean, that's all I want. That's all I was looking for all along. But I mixed it up with concepts about being better than, sort of knowing something, having the answer for others, being a light unto others, sharing the truth out of the goodness of my heart. But really, if I'm not happy in myself, if I'm not content deep down, then it's all gonna blow up. It's all gonna fail. So I mean, that's really my message to myself. I see myself doing this video, and it's like a reminder. Oh yeah, I have to look deeper into what I am, and I have to just recognize that being is the answer. Just being. Rather than all the stuff that I placed between me and being. The stepping stones and the if-onlys. You know, the stuff that's so obvious in one way, but we miss anyway. It's funny how it works, because it seems so obvious. Well, of course, nothing out there can make me happy. But then, of course, I imagined what the out there is. I didn't realize that I was creating another out there in here, because it's still that notion of subject-object. You know, me in here and something out there, or even me and my thoughts that are kind of leading me like a carrot. You know, the carrot on the string. So the whole thing is a write-off, because the answer doesn't seem to lie in any of it, any of those ideas, any of those activities. Being a teacher doesn't yield happiness. Being happy can prompt action that looks like teaching or sharing. But it can't be the other way around, at least for me, because that's what didn't work. So this is a sharing of what didn't work. And what does work is just simplicity, is just recognizing the nature of beingness. It's like just dropping into it, dropping everything. And seeing that everything that comes can't fulfill, it can't work. It just comes and goes anyway. Even the stickiest of beliefs. You know, they come, they seem to be like a spider web, everything sticks, but then it's gone. Oh. Did it go somewhere? Did all this stuff, did it have a place it was hiding out and it came up and then scared me or something, or created some havoc in my life and then went away? Is it even there now? Is all the baggage that I'm struggling with and the what ifs and the if onlys, are they there now, or? So it's about looking at this mirage of ours, seeing what's really going on, trying to find the oasis, and being fooled by mirage after mirage, you know. But we can look directly at the one who's fooled, you know. Look for the fool who thinks that there's happiness anywhere. Happiness is the nature of the self. It is our nature, collectively. It's not reserved for the few, or sort of an arcane notion that's written about but never actually. It is the direct experience. It's not special. Being special to me is synonymous with being miserable. But anyway, that's just a rant, and happiness seems to be right here, if only I notice it. So thank you.